think the benefits of living in America are?
The benefits of America are that you could get like a better education here and you could live a better life, because like in other places, like it's cold and there's not enough food for everyone.
What were your views before you moved to America from Russia? And how did your views change when you moved here?
When I came here, I thought that it would be like really cool, and then I came here and it was cool, so I'm pretty much satisfied.
Do you think there are any benefits of living outside of America?
There's more wildlife, because like in America everything's chopped down to make those like rich fat cats on Wall Street happy and stuff. Like in other places, like in Africa, they're too poor to like have buildings, so they make their like houses out of sticks.
Now, would you rather be living in Russia or America right now after moving?
I'd probably stay here because Russia's poor and it sucks.
What do you think are the benefits of living in America?
I guess I would say choice, having the ability and freedom to choose what religion we want and to practice that, to choose where we live. Education, I think for the most part everyone is entitled to a free public education.
What do you think the difference is between living in America and the rest of the world?
We have peace. We don't have bombs going off in our backyard, and there's a lot of conflict we see on TV, we see in the news, but it's not necessarily happening in our lives for the most part.
Do you think there are benefits that you could think of living outside of America?
Appreciation for history and for the culture that came before us. You go to Europe and you see buildings that have been there for hundreds and hundreds of years, thousands of years, in China. Yeah, I think it makes us look outside of ourselves instead of thinking we are the best. There's a lot of countries that want to offer.
Before you came to America, how did you feel about it?
I'm from Russia, and my country don't know very well about America because we doesn't have information, magazine, or newspaper, on TV. Like it's big country, but not very nice maybe. We know, like when I go to America, I think, oh, America, what is this America? What can give it me America? I never know.
Once in America, did your view change from what you thought? If so, how?
Yes. When I went came to America, I saw people very different from Russian people. Everybody loves each other, and everything was perfect. Citizen right, religion, liberty, opportunity of employer, go out, privacy, volunteer, freedom of press, Declaration of Independence, American way of life, American dream. And this was for me melting pot.
To be an American to me is to be free, to do what I want whenever I want, as long as it's in like law. You know, I mean, it has to be reasonable. I mean, I can't go out and like murder 20 people. That would just be bad. But I mean, like, you know, within reason, being free, being liberal.
What do you think the difference is between our government and other governments?
The difference between our governments and other governments is because our government, we can like elect people who we want to be in government. Other governments, it's just like, that guy over there, he's born into it and stuff. Yeah, it's like a monarchy.
I like to live in America, and the people here has more freedom. I also like American people. They are very friendly, and I like the environment, and there's less pollution in U.S. than China.
I think some differences are between the government in China and in America.
So this summer I went to China in Shanghai. I visited Expo 2010. Get chance to visit the U.S. exhibition. I can tell that the U.S. government they did a lot of work to protect the environment, such like the Green Plan, and China government did not realize that until recently. Hopefully one day they will have a clear sky with a blue sky and the sunshine there every day.
What do you think are the benefits of living in America?
We have a lot of freedoms that other places don't have. and it's better living and nice luxuries and stuff like that.
What do you think the difference is between living in America and the rest of the world?
Well, we have a lot more benefits and we have a lot more freedom, like I said. And like for instance, freedom of religion. We can believe whatever we want, and you don't get persecuted for being a Christian. And we can live in houses rather than other places.
What does being an American mean to you guys?
Freedom.
I'd probably have to say freedom.
Freedom.
What are the benefits of living in America?
I'd probably have to go with being able to be free.
I'd probably have to agree with that. Like freedom, not being like a slave. Being free.
What are the benefits of living outside of America?
There aren't really any because you're not free.
I mean,
They're
freedom.
pretty much all communist.
Yeah, freedom is in America. Freedom to speak, so America. What has America offered you in the last 10 years that Russia hasn't?
I think it's a religion. But number one, it's freedom. Everybody talking about in Russia, like Russia people is very happy, like government told us. People are very happy, we must be happy. But we've never seen other life. Our world was closed a long time, and nobody who is going to see other country. And when I come, I see people so nice, and everybody can do what he want and go anywhere. And talking about what want talking doesn't have, you know, luck. Newspaper, magazine, or movie, like we can watch sometimes about politics, and everybody doesn't have, you know, like upset. It's like, you know, right way. Everybody can do what he want.
How do you feel about your future in America?
Maybe it's, you know, every immigrant has problem with language, and I think this is problem for immigrant, very big problem, and very, you know, somebody who is born, it's maybe easy from people who scam immigrant and build inside me American citizen. But lots of people who scam very nice people. And you know, like organized country, how country doing everything right, and like what around us, how people doing, keep house, raise kids, and lots of things about we love so much.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Some stats to compare America to the rest of the world. Home ownership in the US is about 59%. In the UK it's about 67%. And in Switzerland, 29%. Income equality, meaning like how even everyone's income is, where 0 is most equal and 100 is less equal. US is about 99%. And Sweden's about 60. Our poverty level in America is 17.1. Compared to Germany's 5.6%. Our murder rate is also 8.4% in regard to Canada's 5.45. But our average income is about $50,000 to $60,000, while Norway is about $30,000 per person.
Our nation was built on these topics in quotes that I'm about to talk about. Our nation was built on life, liberty, property, and the right to bear arms, the right to freedom of speech, and the right to have opportunity. John Adams, the second president, said that you have the right antecedent to all earthly governments, right that cannot be repealed or restrained by human laws, rights to derive from the great legislator of the universe. And another quote from Thomas Jefferson: The Constitution of our states asserts that all power is inherent in the people, and that they may exercise it by themselves, meaning that people have the right to do what they want and do what they please, judging by the Constitution. Samuel Adams said that Americans have the right and the advantage of being armed, unlike citizens in other countries whose government are afraid to trust their people with arms. Another quote from George Mason: "The Constitution shall never be construed to prevent the people of the United States, who are peaceable citizens, from keeping their own arms."
A multi-nation poll found that publics around the world rejected ideals of the U.S. playing the world leader. Most publics say that the U.S. plays the role of the world's policeman more than it should. They say we fail to take our country's best interests into account to be trusted to act responsibly. But the same survey also found that majority of the countries want the U.S. to participate in the international efforts to address world problems.
Okay, opportunity in America. Well, I guess I'd have to say that there's a lot more opportunity in America than you'd find in other countries, because think about it. In America, you can go from being just an average Joe to the leader of the most powerful nation on this planet. So, I mean, that's got to count for something, and you can basically you can do anything you want to. Like you can have any career that you want to pursue as long as you work hard enough for it, and you can get it done. Unlike in other countries, there's some things that you're not allowed to do because the government says you can't. You know, those are reserved for other people. You know, or just there's a lot more, as everyone said, there's a lot more freedom and just opportunity in America.